What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another reaction video, man. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different this time. We're going to be reacting to two videos in one, only because I want you guys to kind of tell me what you think about them. Shout out to Super Ramy for creating this content. If you want to see any more of the content he created, I will be dropping the link down below, but shout out to him, man. So basically what he did was he took the 1v20 that you see on Jubilee and animated it. So now we're going to be reacting to his Goku versus 20 supervillains and his Batman versus 20 supervillains. The reason why I'm suggesting we do this is because I want to know you guys' opinion. I feel like after listening to the Goku one and the Batman one, I kind of feel like they're the same, but they may be a little bit different. Y'all write in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. And if you want to react to these videos live, I do stream on Twitch. I will also be putting that link down below. But let me stop yapping. Let's jump into it.
Everyone here could have had a much better life if they'd just accepted my mercy and changed their ways. Well, I never got that proposition, Kakarot! Oh, hey there, brother. Did you seriously just forget my name? What? No! How could I possibly forget my own brother's name? How have you been, Nappa? Oh my god.
This nigga said Nappa.
I came all the way here looking for answers, and you don't even remember who I am! Wait, what answers? Why is it that you'll bend over backwards trying to redeem every monster you meet, but you never once tried with me? Well, you were kind of a jerk. You kidnapped my son. So was Vegeta, Piccolo, the androids, Boo! Yet somehow they all got your endless patience and second chances! Hey, I gave you a chance too! And you betrayed me the second I let my guard down! Yeah, okay, you're right, I did do that! But I was hoping you'd try a little harder! I'm your brother! Oh, so you were playing hard to get this whole time?
You know what's crazy? That kind of touched me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, right? It's made a good point, man. That nigga gave everybody else a second and third chance. Soon as that nigga Raditz did some bullshit, took that nigga out. That's a good point.
You wanted me to chase after you. Yes, like you did with Vegeta. That man leveled entire cities, and you still kept showing up. Well, you kind of died too fast, you know. Why didn't you revive me? Oh, well, you know how it is. The Dragon Balls have that cooldown period. You've used them 40 times since I died. Okay, true.
That's
but we needed them for more important... You wished back Yamcha multiple times! Well, I can't risk reviving you for the chance of you becoming good. You literally let Frieza out of hell! The guy who obliterated our entire race! He's incredibly strong, and we really needed him for that tournament. Why didn't you ask me for the tournament?
Goku is getting cooked right now, bro. Like, that shit is crazy. Right? It's just making some good points, and I'm not gonna lie. I never thought about it like this. They brought this nigga, what's his name? Yajirobe back, that fat nigga with the blade. They brought that nigga back multiple times. But he ain't bring Raditz back one time. It's crazy. And now that I'm thinking about it, why didn't they just wish that the Saiyans, why didn't they wish the Saiyans back to life? Yo, Dragon Ball Z is crazy. I never really, this shit just actually just blew my mind, low key. I'm not gonna lie, chat.
Tournament! I'm a Saiyan too! Well, you know, your power level was always You brought Krillin! You think I'm stupid? Look, it's just...
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, chat. That's crazy. Now that one's crazy.
Timing never really worked out. You had decades! Decades, Kakarot! Okay. You want the truth? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I totally forgot you existed. Like, completely wiped from my memory. Until like 30 seconds ago. That's what I thought. You know what the worst part is? I spent years in hell. Actual hell. Thinking about what our lives could have been. If you just brought me back, let me stand beside you, we could have been a real family. I could have been there for Gohan and Goten. Protected them when you were off saving the universe. Trained with them, watched them grow up, been the uncle they deserved. Instead, you just erased me. Moved on like I was nothing, like I never existed at all. We could have been brothers, real brothers. Something our father
Right.
might have actually been
messed up.
proud of.
I should have been a better brother.
Damn.
Family matters. It really does. I'm gonna fix this, okay? I'll bring you back. First thing tomorrow. I promise. Nappa.
Fuck you! Why would I need to do
All right. So Dad didn't cook that nigga. We gotta take a shot on that one. That's crazy. He cooked the shit out of that nigga.
better when I'm already perfect?
Oh, really? You honestly still believe that?
What do you mean?
You still think you're perfect? I mean, it's been a long time, you know. We've progressed so much since your final form was supposed to be the
I don't know
ultimate
if
one.
Cell will do anything with it.
Idiot. What do you think I've been doing all those years in hell? Sleeping? I evolved too. Way beyond my final form. Behold, Ultra Super Perfect Cell.
Oh, that's really impressive. I can sense that power.
Isn't that the same
You're
form
almost
as
as
before?
strong as my Super Saiyan 3. Man, you could have been a real challenge about 10 years ago. Seriously,
What?
impressive.
10 years ago? You mean you've evolved past this form?
Yeah, to be honest with you.
Good. I expected that. That's exactly why I had to invent this superior form. Behold, Super Divine Prime Perfection Cell.
Oh, cool. This one has divine energy. Reminds me of when I first achieved God Key about 5 years ago. Did you do the ritual or something?
You can act unsurprised, but I bet you didn't see this one coming. Superior, Ultra Divine, God,
Goku cooking
Hyper
this nigga.
Flawless Perfection Cell.
That form could cause some real trouble. For that one random form Future Trunks achieved when
You
we were
think
fighting.
you're funny? Fine. How about this? Mega, Giga, Ultra, God, Hyper, Peak, AI-powered, perfect
That's really
perfection
how it be
cell,
on Dragon
Pro
Ball Z, though.
Max.
Well,
Niggas just
Yamcha
be
has a new form
transforming
that
and
could probably
transforming and
rival
You
that one.
gotta
transforming.
be kidding me.
Relax. I made that one up. But if I'm being honest, it could probably match Piccolo's new orange form, which is
The
very impressive.
Namekian? You can't be serious.
I am.
I didn't want to use this one because I haven't fully
Yo,
mastered
this shit
it
is
yet.
crazy. I ain't gonna
But
lie.
you're
That right
forcing my
is fucked
hand.
me up.
Behold, Supreme, Ultimate, Limitless, Awaken, Gear, Fifth, Sharingan, Quantum, Nurmagomedov, Mega, Ultra, Divine, Perfect, Perfection Cell, Full Power, Pro Max!
Okay, now we're talking. I can't pretend this one isn't on our level because it definitely is. This is actually a really serious form. You know what? If there's another tournament of power, I'll definitely consider inviting you. You can come with us and stay ready on the bench in case
Wow.
one of us gets
Fuck
injured.
you!
Do you truly believe that everyone
So
could
what does
become
this go
good?
ahead with him just
Even
saying
my
F you?
kind?
Well, Frieza's kind of starting to do better. He helped a lot during the
He is
tournament.
definitely not. Plus, my brother's an idiot. He doesn't really
Damn.
count.
You know, Cooler, I've been thinking.
That's a first.
Why did King Cold give his entire empire to Frieza instead of you, even though you're the older
I
son?
chose independence. I operate my own territory. I don't need that.
Weird. Why would you leave an already established
I
empire?
built my own business. Unlike my brother, I'm self-made. I'm not some
Cooler
nepo
claims
So
baby.
you managed to run a...
Cooler claims he is doing better on his own. Our investigation found no evidence of successful planetary conquest. The closest achievement on record is that Cooler purchased multiple stars from Buystar.com and renamed them using a numbered system in an apparent attempt to imitate Frieza's planet registry. That's
successful
hilarious.
business with only those 3 mid-tier soldiers as your employees.
They're not my employees. They were freelancers, actually.
So you're...
Cooler's freelancers were not freelancers. They were Frieza Force soldiers personally summoned by Frieza and informed they would be executed unless they agreed to work for his brother, who was, quote, going through something. After several weeks under Cooler's leadership, all 3 formally requested execution anyway, stating they would rather die than wear uniforms with only one shoulder pad.
completely on your own now.
Yes, and I'm doing way better like this. Without the headache of managing an empire.
And you have many clients?
I technically have one client, but it's all I need. He pays very...
Cooler, he takes one client. This is accurate. That client is Frieza. Financial records confirm Frieza occasionally hires Cooler for smaller tasks, not out of strategic necessity, but Frieza feels bad. Frieza does not refer to these payments as business transaction. He refers to them as an allowance. Yo, why they playing my man cool like that? Like he really ain't take Goku and them out.
Well.
And do you actually enjoy it?
I actually don't do it anymore. I'm retired.
Cooler describes himself
My
as
competitors are paying me to stay out of the market.
pay him to
From now on, that's what I'm telling Chi-Chi when she asks why I'm unemployed.
A mortal who dares.
So it looks like Raditz is the only nigga that cooked him in this one. The rest of these niggas is getting played.
Offer mercy to a deity. You represent everything that is wrong with this universe, Son Goku.
Man, come on. You're still on that
I
nonsense?
thought it was
The
gonna be
only
more.
thing that doesn't make sense is how we allow filthy mortals to live among us.
What do you mean, we?
Okay, so
You
they
know,
went into the
I'm
super.
starting to understand this whole God thing. And honestly, I don't even think you're one.
I am a supreme Kai. My kind created mortals like you.
But you were just a trainee, right?
Damn.
Me and Vegeta train with Whis. Guess that makes us pretty much the same.
We are born filled with divine energy. Mortals merely steal scraps of power.
Everyone's got divine energy now. Me, Vegeta, even Frieza has it.
Stolen power, handed out by incompetent gods who let mortals desecrate
Listen,
it.
I visited the demon realm. Your people are just guys who got picked for the job.
Damn.
Like Dende. He's the god of Earth now, and he's just a Namekian
The fact
kid.
that a pathetic mortal knows this much is itself a disgrace. The fact that you even get to speak to us.
Oh,
Wasn't
I
he a
just figured
Supreme
something
Kai,
out.
though?
So Kais used to be mortals, and destroyers used to be mortals too, right? So really, mortals are kind of running everything? Like, we pick mortals to become gods, and then those gods watch over mortals, and
Goku
then those
cooking right
mortals
now.
become gods. We're
Goku
basically
is
all
cooking
just
right
doing
now.
it
A
ourselves.
mortal is explaining the divine hierarchy to a god. This is exactly why the Zero Mortals plan was necessary.
I still don't get that plan. What was it even supposed to accomplish?
Eradicate every mortal in existence. Cleanse all the universes of your filth.
Okay, but what about Zeno-sama? How are you going to deal with him?
I wasn't certain he truly existed.
What?
I hadn't yet reached that lesson with Master Gawasu, okay?
Hold on. You decided to kill everyone in the entire multiverse before finishing God
The
School.
lesson plan was poorly structured.
So you dropped out and tried to commit multiversal genocide without even knowing the Omni King exists.
I had sufficient knowledge.
Dude, I'm friends with Zeno-sama, the guy you didn't even know was real. I think that makes me more of a god than you ever were.
Goku cooking.
Well. How's my
All right,
favorite
Frieza, let's
monkey
get him,
been
bruh.
keeping himself busy?
Training. Trying to get strong enough to beat you again.
Again?
For all those that don't know,
oh,
Frieza's
Goku,
my favorite
that's
character.
adorable. But I'm afraid those days are behind us.
What do you mean?
You only ever surpassed me because I never bothered to train. Now that I actually try, you'll never catch up.
Sure I will. I always do.
Listen carefully, Goku. Let's revisit your earlier claim. You say you make people good, that those who accept your mercy become better. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah.
I'd like to offer a correction. You didn't make me good, Goku. You taught me something far more valuable.
What?
That being good is irrelevant. What matters is appearing good.
That's not-
My entire life, I was honest about what I was. A tyrant, a monster. I sold planets, enslaved races, obliterated civilizations, and I never once pretended otherwise. I wore my villainy like a crown. But you commit comparable atrocities while maintaining this pristine image.
I don't commit atrocities.
Really? How many times have you prioritized a good fight over the safety of others?
Never. I always protect my
Damn.
friends.
I said others, not your friends.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you can play dumb and naive all you want, but I know you. You know exactly what you're doing.
I'm not perfect, but
Frieza
you'd be
getting
wrong
in
if you
that
think I'm
ass.
trying to show I'm something I'm not.
Well, yes, that's the beauty of it. Even you believe it. That's what I learned. It's enough to simply believe you're the good guy, to believe that what you're doing is righteous. There's power in that. That power is why you beat me. It doesn't actually matter if what you're doing is good or bad. What matters is what you show people. And when you're skilled at it, what matters is what you make people believe. And when you're an expert at it, like you, it's what you make yourself believe.
I really thought you
So basically, he just called this nigga a selfish idiot. You know who Goku sound like to me, chat? And we gonna watch him a little bit later, and it may set me off. This nigga Goku sound like Batman. He sound like freaking Batman. But you know, we'll check that out a little bit later.
were on the right track after the tournament.
You didn't make me good, Goku. You made me better. a better villain. You showed me that power isn't just physical, it's perception, reputation, influence. Why conquer planets through brute force when you can do it through other means?
What are you planning?
Planning? I'm not planning anything. I'm simply existing, Goku. Training, observing, learning from the best teacher I ever had. You.
I'm not your teacher!
Oh, but you are. You taught me that consequences don't matter if people like you. You taught me that recklessness is acceptable if you frame it correctly. You taught me that the line between hero and villain is
Come on
simply a
now.
matter of presentation.
That's
And
not-
here's the most delicious irony. I don't even care about defeating you anymore. You're not the goal, Goku. You're simply the benchmark. The proof that I've learned my lesson. When I achieve
Damn.
what I'm working toward, you'll see exactly what your mercy
what y'all be
created.
saying out there?
What does that mean?
Clock it?
It means thank you, Goku, for
clocking
teaching me
it.
that the universe doesn't punish monsters. It punishes honest ones. Oh, you and
Now, I want you guys to all know before we get into this, me and my best friend, we get into an argument about this all the time. Like, me and my best friend, me and my brother, we get into this all the time about this nigga right here. So I'm hoping that by the end of this, you guys will understand my standpoint, because I always say, out of every superhero that's ever existed, Batman is the worst of them all. Now, not going. I probably could make a little video about it and talk about it in depth a little bit more, which I probably will. But all I'm gonna say is, Batman kind of caused everything in Gotham. Let's be honest. Every supervillain, everything that's happened to Gotham, it's Batman's fault. The billionaire playboy who fights crime at night is the reason why Gotham is the way it is. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Him and his family, keep it a bean, is the reason why Gotham is the way it is. So, just let's see how it goes.
And today, I'm surrounded by 20 of Gotham's worst criminals.
Joke
People
about to
love
cook
to
his
say
ass.
Gotham is too far gone. They're wrong. My first claim is that Gotham isn't beyond saving. If we fight back, if we bring real justice, this city can heal.
Who going first?
The city can heal if we fight back.
All right, boom. Perfect example. Two-Face. Oh, this is gonna be good because we're gonna cook while we're up here. Two-Face. His Harvey Grant, whatever, can't remember the name. Harvey. His best friend. They were cool. They was peoples. Yet, for some strange reason, he ends up as Two-Face. How does that happen? Batman's fault. Different storylines, but it's all the same way. Even in the, what was it? Not Batman Begins. Batman something. Batman Dark Knight something. The second one. The second Batman. He ends up in the explosion because Batman decided to save him, and then his face gets burned instead of saving the woman that he loves. He could have died. He would have been gone. Then you wouldn't have had Two-Face. Cartoon. They were best friends. They get into a little scuffle. Harvey ends up falling into some acid, burns his face, becomes Two-Face. Now his mind's messed up. Whose fault is this? Batman's. Why? Because everybody just wants to attack Batman. Batman thinks he's saving people. Batman calls supervillains. Supervillains end up destroying Gotham. Just saying. Just think about it. Really think about it.
I was the one fighting back. I was the best Gotham had to offer. And what did the city do? It didn't heal me. It burned
This city
me.
broke you, Harvey, and that's a tragedy, I understand. Gotham hurt me
The city didn't do it. Batman did it. Just keep that in mind, chap. I'm just telling y'all. This nigga did it.
too. The difference, Harvey, is the choice.
Choice?
You surrendered to the
There is no choice in Gotham. It's all luck. You think you forged your will? You were chosen, same as me. We are just two random outcomes of the same toss.
You're right, Harvey. Luck's impartial, but impartial isn't justice. Justice isn't blind to who we are or what we've done.
Justice can be twisted. It always ends up serving one side.
Your coin doesn't care if a man's guilty or broken. It just lands.
Luck doesn't play favorites. With chance, half the criminals get what they deserve. Half the wealth finds its way back to the people. Maybe half the system stays corrupt. But at least it's honest about it. And that's still better than your justice ever did.
Stop pretending you care about this city. You're not fighting for fairness. You're taking revenge. You failed to fix Gotham, so you decided to punish it instead.
I didn't choose. It was luck. It was fate.
You think that leaving everything to luck takes away the guilt, that if the coin decides, you don't have to. But that's the lie, Harvey. You can't escape choice. Even when you flip your coin, you're choosing to do it. The same way we can't escape luck. We can't escape choice. My second claim is this. Justice doesn't
I
mean
think Harvey
killing.
cooked his
I've
ass.
seen what revenge looks like from both sides, and it never heals. If we answer murder with murder, we become the very thing we fight.
If you killed a killer, you're no better than them. You ever get tired of that line? Or do you just record it once and play it back every time someone dies because you didn't pull the trigger? If I got $1 every time that happened, I'd be richer than you, Bruce.
You think ending a life makes the world cleaner? You think it erases what they've done?
No, it just...
Let's be honest. Red Hood. Who's Red Hood? Robin. How many Robins has Batman been through? Let's really talk about it. He sits there, he just goes around, he just picks up these little orphan kids, he raises them up, except for the last one, because the last one is his actual son who dislikes him. And actually, you know what I'm saying, doesn't turn out too well either. But every time, something ends up happening to these Robins. This one ended up dying. Why? Because Batman couldn't save his ass. Because instead of taking out the Joker, who has now attacked this man millions of times, he just keeps sticking this nigga in Arkham. At what point do we realize that the Joker does not belong in Arkham? And how does this nigga keep escaping Arkham? Why? Lack of funding. But who has the money to really give Arkham the funding it needs to become better? The billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. Who else? Batman. Come on now. Come on.
stops them from doing it again.
You kill one murderer, and tomorrow there's another, maybe worse. I've seen where that road goes. You start thinking every death you cause balances some imaginary scale. That's not justice, Jason. That's delusion.
You know what's funny, Bats? You call it your one rule, the sacred line you won't cross. But that rule, it breaks itself. Every time you drag some psycho back to Arkham just so he can escape again, someone else ends up in a body bag.
See? What I just said.
You don't pull the trigger, sure, but the gun still goes off.
Keep cooking them.
And you just stand there, pretending your hands are clean, while Gotham bleeds for your
Killing
morality.
ends the problem before you ever have to understand it. It's a shortcut that pretends to be justice, but it's not. You're not doing this to save people, Jason. You're doing it because it's easy.
And it works. You keep swinging that stick hoping they'll learn their lesson. I give them a bullet and make sure they don't forget it.
Now, I don't disagree. But I will say, he's cooking that nigga Batman.
You talk about hard choices, but I live them. Don't ever think I'm softer than you. I'm harder than you'll ever be. So stop dancing around it. You keep saying killing begets killing, fine. But prove it. Tell me this. If you had absolute certainty, one bullet, one man, and every murder in Gotham stopped forever, would you do it?
I wouldn't. Because this is...
Shit.
isn't a math problem you solve with one act. It's a question of what we teach a city about itself. Kill one man, even with a guarantee, and you have written a law into the world. Someone may die, so the rest may live. Who gets to decide when that's justified? Who watches the watchers when the scale tips in the other direction? My third claim is that Gotham's greatest battle isn't fought in its streets. It's fought in its mind. People here are ruled by fear. It poisons every thought, every choice. They need a symbol.
This is why I
strong
hate
enough
this
to make
man.
fear itself afraid.
Fear?
That's what I
Lord.
became.
Hold on.
No,
Sorry about that, chat.
Batman. Gotham isn't ruled by fear.
Oh, this nigga ain't
It's
cooking.
ruled by stupidity. Fear is just the symptom.
The real disease is ignorance. The city doesn't rot because people are scared. It rots because they don't think.
People can learn. Given the chance, they rise above the
He getting
chaos.
a lot of claims off, I
Really?
will say.
You've spent years watching them set their own houses on fire just to keep warm, and you still think they'll rise above?
Once again, Riddler, another supervillain. If I'm not mistaken, worked for Batman. Wanted to, I guess, had ideas to, for not mistaken, if y'all can't correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Riddler did work for Batman, well, work for Bruce Wayne, had ideas. Bruce Wayne wasn't listening. So then what happens? Because Bruce Wayne turned him away, he turned to supervillainy. Just saying. Another
Gotham
nigga.
isn't a city of victims.
Bruce Wayne, Batman's
It's
fault.
a city of fools who've earned their place in the dirt.
You sound like the very corruption you claim to despise. Intelligence doesn't give you the right to stand above people.
And yet here you are, a genius billionaire who literally stands above the city every night. Don't pretend you're not part of the hierarchy, Bruce. You inherited the top floor and then built yourself a taller one.
I use what I have to protect those who don't.
You protect them from what? Their own bad decisions? You keep saving people
Get
from
'em.
consequences they earned.
Get
My
on.
riddles test the mind, Batman. They separate those who think from those who just react. You patch leaks in a sinking ship and call it heroism.
Get him.
But you never ask why the ship keeps sinking.
Get him.
I'll tell you why. Because the passengers can't stop drilling holes.
You
Get
think intelligence
'em!
is an excuse to stop caring. You think Gotham's chaos comes from lack of intellect. It doesn't. It comes from greed, desperation, power, all the same vices you drown in.
And all of them require stupidity to survive.
You're forgetting that empathy is intelligence, too. The ability to understand beyond yourself.
Empathy is the mind's worst distraction.
You mistake cynicism for insight. Gotham isn't stupid. It's lost, and lost things can be found. There is nothing this city needs more than a symbol.
Batman claims
and I am that
Gotham
symbol.
needs a symbol.
Not because I'm
however,
smarter or richer or stronger, but
socio-
because I stand for something every
economic
broken mind
data
in this
suggests
city
that they
still
primarily
remembers
are
how to
stable
feel.
employment
Hope.
affordable
Then riddle me
by the
this,
billionaire who
Batman.
has the money to get
If the
this
city
shit.
can
Come
be
on,
found,
bro.
why does it need a detective to keep looking? Because Gotham doesn't think.
Then I'll keep fighting until it does.
The problem with you...
Hold on, before this nigga goes. See what I'm saying? He keep talking about fighting this good fight. Batman fights the good fight. Bruce Wayne does nothing but sit on that money. Nothing. Goes to charitable events, which can be tax write-offs at the end of the day, and will sit here and just, maximize on his money. So who's really the villain here? Like when me and my best friend was having a conversation, I said, I don't understand why Batman doesn't use the money he has, the same money he uses on his suit. Bruce Wayne can use that money to fund the police so that way they have better protection to protect them from supervillains like Bane, Clayman, the Joker's gas, and just basically anything that happens on this freaking show what Batman caused. But, neither here nor there.
Batman, is that you want to save people who don't want to be saved. Gotham's not a city of criminals. It's a city of survivors. Everyone down here's just doing what they have to. What you call crime is actually ambition. They don't want your justice. They want a chance to crawl out of the mud in the only way they know how.
I've seen enough of this city to know people aren't born bad. It's the weight of their world that twists them. But deep down, they still remember what's right. I've seen that spark. I know these people.
You know nothing about these people. You, a billionaire with a guilty conscience.
Bro, they
You were
is
born
killing
above
this
the
nigga.
gutter.
They're
I
killing
know
this
more than you
nigga.
think. The people want something greater than comfort. They want order. Something
Order?
that reminds
For a
them that
city
even
like
in
Gotham? The only kind of order these animals understand is what you would call organized crime.
You call that
Which,
order?
in case you haven't noticed,
is exactly what I'm trying to do.
Nothing poisons Gotham more than the empire you're trying to build.
And yet that same poison feeds more families than your government ever did.
Damn.
My kind of business gives people purpose, power, pay.
Once again, billionaire playboy. Instead of starting jobs to where these people who are underfunded doesn't have to join the villainy, join organizations like the Penguin, like the Joker, like Bane, like all these supervillains, they can easily just, afford it. You're a billionaire. You can start up a job. You can start a workforce so that way these people can get employed. But no, not the billionaire. He just wants to go out there and kick everybody's ass. Send them niggas to Arkham so they can break out because he doesn't fund Arkham. He doesn't have no money to Arkham. He just wants to sit there and let these niggas break out because without him, he would be nothing. Let's really talk about it.
I've done more for this city's poor than your justice ever could. My way may be dirty, but at least it plays by the rules of nature. And that's exactly what Gotham needs.
The underworld is the worst place in Gotham, ruled by the worst people this city can breed.
Maybe if you weren't such a pain in the ass and let me run that underworld, it'd be better for everyone.
You running the underworld would be like asking the fire to guard the matches.
At least I'd give the people what they truly want. The freedom to fight, to take, to earn. You're the one trying to shove your code down their throats.
My
I ain't gonna lie, that's a shot. Cobblepot's cooked his punk ass.
fourth claim is that chaos isn't the truth of Gotham. Order is. Even after all the madness, all the destruction,
please let
there's
the Joker
still
be the one
structure
going.
worth defending. Without rules, without purpose, this city isn't free. It's lost.
There we go.
Order, that's all you ever talk about. You wrap people in rules because you're terrified of what happens without them. You don't want order, Bats. You want control.
Control keeps people safe.
Safe? No one's safe. You think you can build a cage big enough to keep the world from cracking. You're not saving Gotham. You're delaying the punchline. Everyone's one bad day away from realizing the joke. None of this makes sense.
You think I don't see that? You think I don't know
I
how
ain't gonna lie,
absurd
they
this
out here
all
just
is?
cooking this nigga.
I do. I know none of it makes sense. But that's exactly why I fight. Because if the world refuses to make sense, then I'll force it to.
Force
I'll give it meaning.
That's your plan? You can't bully the world into behaving. You can't scare chaos into order. You build your little systems, your rules, your symbols, but the moment you blink, it all falls apart. Because people want it to. They're not built for balance. They're built to break. It takes is one bad day, and they remember what they really are. You keep trying to save them from that truth, but deep down, you know it. They're all me, waiting for their turn.
You can play the nihilist all you want, but that's not why you do it. You don't spread chaos because you believe in it. You do it because it serves you. Because as long as the world burns, you get to
I
pretend
feel like
the
the
fire
Joker should have
means
came a
something.
little bit stronger.
You don't want to
Yeah, I
prove that
mean-
everyone's like you. You just want to drag them down far enough that you can
I
stop
don't
feeling
use
alone.
chaos. I belong to it. The world isn't built on order. Order's just a trick we tell ourselves to sleep at night. You fight chaos because you're terrified of it. Because deep down, you know it's stronger than you are. But me, I stopped being afraid a long time ago.
Except the
No
IRS.
rules, no control, no illusion of safety. Just the truth, raw and honest. You call it madness, I call it
Chaos
freedom.
doesn't build. It only burns.
But burning is building. You just haven't accepted it yet. You still think you can draw lines in the fire and make it behave. But one day, you'll see what I see. That the flames don't destroy the city, they reveal it. You and I just handle the truth differently. I've already accepted it. You're still fighting it, but you will eventually.
Maybe you're right,
Everyone
Joker.
does.
Maybe one day I'll see what you see. But if that day ever comes, then Gotham really will be lost.
That's funny.
Until then, I'll keep fighting the fire. Not because I think I can stop it, but because someone has to stand in the smoke.
But you can stop it, Batman. You can. You just don't want to.
And remind